on Friday in the meeting in Anchorage. Vladimir Putin, in the post-summit press conference, had some really important and interesting things to say in that joint press conference. And it starts with, and obviously speaking in pure Russian, we're not going to listen to Vladimir Putin. We're going to listen to the translator, though, talk about what Putin said about the summit between the two countries and how long overdue it was. Cut 3401.
It is known that there have been no summits between Russia and the U.S. for 4 years, and that's a long time. This time was very hard for bilateral relations, and let's be frank, they have fallen to the lowest point since the Cold War. I think that's not benefiting our countries and the world as a whole. It is apparent that sooner or later we had to amend the situation to move on from the confrontation to dialogue. And in this case, a personal meeting between the heads of state has been long overdue, naturally under the condition of serious and painstaking work, and this work has been done in general.
So what Vladimir Putin there, I think is illustrating or was illustrating is that, look, we are here in a spirit of cooperation. We have been enemies, certainly since the Cold War. But the fact that we got together now is extraordinarily important because we want to end this war too. President Trump has said something that the media has dismissed for many, many months now, and that is that he truly believes that Vladimir Putin wants peace. He wants an end to the war too, but he doesn't want it to end on simply Zelensky's terms or the U.S.'s terms. He wants to have a say in this as well, and that's why these people have to be brought to the table. And what was also extraordinarily important from Friday in the post-summit press conference is the fact that Vladimir Putin said the same thing that Donald Trump has been saying, really going back to his campaign for president in November of 2024. And that is that if he had been president, none of this would have happened. Play 3406.
Today, when President Trump saying that if he was the president back then, there will be no war. And I'm quite sure that it would indeed be so. I can confirm that.
I can confirm that. This is what Vladimir Putin said. There would not have been. So what led Zelensky and Russia to invade Ukraine simply because Donald Trump was not the president? And the answer is because Joe Biden was. When you see weakness on the world stage from your biggest geopolitical adversary, that gives you a little bit of more of an emboldening to take some steps that maybe you had been thinking about, but that you wouldn't have taken if your adversary was strong. And what Joe Biden indicated to the rest of the world with the disastrous 2021 withdrawal from Afghanistan is that he's not up to the job. He's not committed to it militarily, whatever it might be, and he's not capable of doing it. Worse yet, Joe Biden kept poking the Russian bear by continuing to try to get Ukraine accepted as a member of NATO, which, of course, was a non-starter for Putin. So Putin said the same thing Trump said. If Trump had been president, none of this ever would have happened. And now that Trump is president, it's going to get ended.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.